Welcome back, everybody. This is Ty with another video for you. Now, you probably saw my previous videos how I was restoring this Donkey Kong Jr. And one of the last things I need to do on this, besides adding a dust washer to the joystick, is to install a high score save kit on this. So what I have now is I've taken the board from this Donkey Kong Jr. and I haven't completely removed it. I've just unplugged a couple wires and detached it from the actual case. If I can see here, if you have it like this, I don't want to pull it all the way out because it'll be more of a pain. It'll take longer to get it back in. And I want to do this whole video in one take. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the main board to Donkey Kong Jr. And this is the processor to it. And you'll see there's a little notch right here. And that's actually telling you that's pin 1 is right there. What we're going to do is we're going to remove this CPU. This is a Z80A. And this one's made by Sharp. Some of them, if you're looking at a Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr., Nintendo used different processors or the operator replaced them through time. So they might not be a Sharp. They might be, I think Hitachi made them. So did a bunch of companies. I mean, it's a Zilog is the company that actually originally invented the Z80. But the notches may be different. You see this chip right here has got this like notch light right there. That's another way of knowing where pin 1 is. This chip doesn't have anything on terms of notches, but it has this stripe down the side. And here there's some little notches on these chips. And you'll see sometimes on the actual board there'll be notches on the silk screen too. So the processor's out, and this one actually has the pin numbers on it. See, it says pin 1 there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So here's the chip, and there's a little notch in the socket there as well. So I got the processor out. Now the next step is to take this processor and install it in the high score save kit. So we're going to go back over to my desk and do that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go grab it because it'll be easier to get it here. Okay, so I've got the processor and the high score save kit. It comes in this bag right here. Just set the processor down. We'll open the bag. And of course it's sealed. Oh no, it's not. Okay. So here is the high score save kit. And what I need to do is actually take and install. This is very similar. If you remember me putting in the D2K kit in my Donkey Kong, it's very similar. You just look for the notch here. See the notch? That's pin 1. I'm just going to take this processor and I'm going to install it in. These pins are a little bit. I'm going to carefully bend them. You guys can see that. I want them to line up better. I'm going to need to bend these a little bit more for this socket. I actually need to get my my chip inserter. I think if I just take my time here and get it. had so much trouble. This socket is definitely very different than ones I'm used to. I don't like this socket. I could just take and drop that one right in there. Now this is a single wipe socket. This is double. It's got pins on both sides. But I've never had a double wipe that'd be so difficult. Right, I'm going to go get my special tool for inserting chips, because I'm afraid I'm going to bend one of these pins off. Now, I don't know if it's going to actually make it any easier. And do I even have... That's not even the right one. I seem to have... Oh no, it's on here. Okay, so essentially this is the tool. You put the processor in like this. Hold the pins. Of course, I didn't pay attention to which side's which. Okay, that's pin 1 there. That worked like, look at that, like a charm. I should have used the right tool from the beginning. So now, I've got the processor inserted in here. Now it says pin 1 there, so this goes into the board like this. Gotta make sure I can see this properly here. I don't want to miss a pin. Bear with me for a second here while I put this tool away so I don't send it flying across the room. Okay, so now rotate the board so I can see this. Now this is a tight fit. You can see the board is bending a little bit as I push it in. Okay, I think that's in there good enough. So I'm going to put the board back in. Now, I just need to connect a couple connectors. Maybe I can put this so you can see it. I'm not really trying to aim there because I don't want to get back up and look. So if you don't see it, don't worry about it. It's just I'm reconnecting 2 connectors, 3 connectors actually. I should do this side first. It's a tight fit in there. connected. And it's P9. I can't see what the number was on the other one. Okay, so now the board is in. I'm just going to put one of the wing nuts on for now. Make sure I did this right. Okay, now for the scary part, which really shouldn't be too scary because I believe I have it in there correctly. Oh, it looks like it's off by a little bit. It doesn't look like it's in square. No, it's definitely not in there all the way. Yeah, I don't like that. You see it's not going in quite right. There we go. That's the thing about putting these in there is the pins are much thicker, so it's hard to get it in there right. I got it in all the way now. Oh, that's a little bit scary though. But I think it looks good. Okay. Good thing we got a spare Donkey Kong Jr. board. Alright, so we're going to bring this around the other side. And I'm going to shut off a couple of things here just so I'm not making them. Just turn it off a couple of their cabs so I'm not turning everything on while I do this. Alright. Okay, here it goes. Sounds good. There we go. High score save kit installed. We got a little bit of a distortion on the edge there. Oh, it's probably the video cable. Let me go play with that a little bit. Where's that going? Over here. We got a little bit of tear on the edge. Oh, that's looking better. Nope, still doing it. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off for a second. And I'm going to play with those controls. I'm just going to set this up a little better. Oh, this tripod is junk. Okay. Did bend a cap over here on my hand, so check that out. All right, give this another try. adjust. It's a real pain to adjust these things when they're on. See, it's getting a little bit less as it's on longer. Less now, but still I want to, I think it's the there we go. It's just too close to it was a V pot. The V position pot was turned a little bit too much. A little bit more. Just a bit off the edge. Okay, so there it is. Got that set up now. I'm going to just go into something that doesn't make noise here. Yes. Super Mario Brothers. That will not make noise. Okay. Alright, so let's move this in a little closer so you can see it better. Alright. A little too close. I forgot about this camera. Sucks. So it's very similar to my Donkey Kong cabinet, except for it's just for Donkey Kong Jr. So the other one includes a high score save kit plus a D2K. So you can set your number of without having to do any dip switch settings. You can just do this all right in the menu when the system comes on. You can set how many juniors you want, how many bonus lives, high scores you want to keep them. Let's see now, is it set for free play? No, it's not. So I think I hit this button. Yeah. 1 coin, 1 player. Okay. So we want to put on free play. Boot time. I like to set this a little bit longer just because it takes a while for the screen to come up. Track sounds. I want to actually have a track sounds, but I'm going to have it like 25% of the time. I think, what do I have on the Donkey Kong? I think I might have it set for 12% of the time. But I'm going to save it, let's let this at 25 for now. Save and exit. So now it says down the bottom here, you can't see it, it says free play. So I no longer need to coin up the game to play the game, which is nice because I don't have, when my boys want to play it, they don't have to ask me to coin it up for them. So now I just hit start. And there we go. There's a high score save kit installed in the Donkey Kong Jr. Thanks guys for watching, and I will have some more videos for you. I've completely rearranged my basement, and I'll probably do a video about that as well. But I still have a few little things to do on that, so I'm not going to do a video about it yet because I'm not done yet. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and please stay tuned for more.